And, of course, the starting pitcher tonight for Oklahoma State, Andrew Heaney. We talked about 6-1 on the year, 1.82 ERA. But, Pat, when we watched him in practice yesterday, he is a skinny young man.
Well, Ron, if you were to meet this guy in the alleyway, you probably wouldn't run very far. But in the batter's box, it's a whole different story. This kid brings it. He'll bring it, first part of the game, he'll be 92, 93, 94 miles an hour. Got a very sharp slider that got a lot better this year in the Cape League. And he is the real deal.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
There's that nasty slider. That's exactly the pitch that Sonny was talking about. He wanted his hitters to lay off of. Again, just like you said,
wow.
Ron, easier said than done.
Wow.
That is one nasty slider.
Wow.
I would expect he's going to go to his best pitch. It's got to be that backdoor slider.
1-2 pitch. Popped it up. Good drop. And it does. The Cowboys will score first. Fish comes in. Saxon goes to third.
Ron, what a tremendous piece of hitting from Ray. Hitters study what pitchers do as well, and they do that. John's bread and butter pitch is that backdoor slider. Unfortunately for Jordan John, he caught too much of the plate with it. Ray kept his hands back and dumped it into left field.
1-2. Robbie Womack was interesting yesterday during practice. He says, I'm going to be hot tomorrow. He was confident as he was petting the equipment manager's dog. This time he gets the base hit. Another run will score. So Womack with his 25th RBI of the season. Saulyer Saxon comes in to the plate.
Nice swing. Inside fastball by Jordan John. Again, 2 hitters in a row he's worked ahead of and couldn't finish them off. But you got to credit the Oklahoma State hitters, though, Ron. They've done a great job of hitting with 2 strikes. Big hits with 2 strikes.
White trying to get a little bit of a lead on first. Right back to Heaney. He'll go for 2. Second for 1, first for the double. Nice play by both pitchers, Heaney and Jordan John, in this ballgame. 1-6-3 double play.
We could have thrown some stats out and say, Coach, it can't get much better than
really,
this.
He's throwing pretty well right now. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Heaney, so he's up to about 104 for the season. Grounder over to third, scooped up by Ginther, goes to second for 1 to first. Yes, double play. So a little 5-4-3, another double play for Oklahoma State, their second of the ball game. Pitchers win that one, sorry. Base hit. Here comes Fish. He's going to try to score. The play at the plate won't be in time.
Great slide by Zach Fish at home plate. And a great call. I want to point out something to you, Ron. You got number 11, Robbie Ray, coming up to bat. And what does he do after the ball's hit to the outfield? He becomes the base coach behind home plate. And watch how he directs Fish to slide wide. Well, we couldn't quite catch it, but it's exactly what he was doing. He was in a perfect position to tell his player, hey, go wide, here comes the throw.
There he is. Yeah. You barely see him there, but he did go wide. Good call on that, Pat. And then he just started working at it. And Brad Probst was his roommate at the time. And he said, Brad set the bar for me. He was the guy that worked. He set the fact that, he may not have been the most talented guy, no offense, Brad, but he was one of the hardest workers. And that got him going into weights, hence 30 pounds.
Yeah, what a great testament to Brad. He would have been a great role model for Andrew here, his roommate. Says, hey, if you want to really do something special here, you've got a great arm, but you've got to develop this thing. And you got to gain some weight.
And that's his third strikeout so far tonight. Let's take a look at that pitch.
I think it's going to be a dominant slider again, and look at this thing. Gosh, that's about 1.5 feet outside. And he's got your leadoff hitter, Eric Ross, swinging at that ball. I mean, that just tells you what kind of spin that ball has. It's difficult to pick up.
they had the one threat in the second inning where they did have two guys on. Weren't able to get anything across as we look at what Bushy has done so far tonight. Wow, that's just flat out nasty. Of course, Baylor's earned at least a share of the Big 12 regular season title. Heaney seems like he's getting stronger. His second strikeout of the inning, fourth of the ball game. Only 65 pitches so far in this game. And he's got the nasty stuff working. As we head to the bottom of the sixth, Cowboys lead at 3-0. And he said, our little jugs gun up there that shows on the scoreboard, he goes, that's usually 2 or 3 miles off. So it probably was even faster than that. Count goes to 2-2 on Hunter Lockwood. 0 for 2 in this ball game.
Goes back to guys, get in the weight room. Look, this guy came in, he came in weighing 145 pounds 2 years ago. And now look at him.
And a swing and a miss. So another easy inning. In the fourth, he had 6 pitches. Fifth, 9. Sixth, 9. And in this one, 10. Heaney's on fire.
You want to see a great pitching performance, especially in a game of this magnitude.
Exactly. And we've had it. For the most part, we've had it.
Both guys. It's just that Heaney's been that much more dominant.
I think for a signal from the first base ump, and I think they did call him.
The home plate umpire called that, made the call at home plate on the swinging strike. And if he sees it, he can call it.
And
that was close.
That's close.
It was close.
Well, he pointed down to first base, and I didn't see a sign from them. And that'll be 6 strikeouts, though, on the night for Andrew Heaney.
Room to improve.
He said one of his highlights of his career at Oklahoma State, his freshman year, when he got a save in the Saturday night game against the Sooners. He probably will get the win this year. 7 strikeouts now. Wow, that's just nasty. The pitch. Lazy grounder to Jones. Will take it himself, and the Cowboys win the opening of the Bedlam Series for 2012.
Well, folks, you just witnessed one of the most dominant pitching performances in the Big 12 this season. That was spectacular.
What an outstanding job for Heaney. 102 pitches. He goes 9. He gives up only 3 hits, has 7 strikeouts, only 1 walk. And to think that back in the early part of the game, head coach Frank Anderson says, I wish his slider would get a little better. I think, Coach, you got your wish.
Yeah, he sure did. There's no doubt that this guy has great stuff. But to come out, again, we talked about the execution in a big game, a big series. It means so a lot to Oklahoma State, that solidified that number 4 spot in the conference. And it sets the stage for a tough weekend for OU. They got to come back tomorrow and try to regroup.
Yeah, the Oklahoma State winning streak goes to 9 games. They beat the Sooners 3-0. Will take a break, but it's a big win for the Cowboys.